Join me today as I follow Chud Barbecue's Goldie's beef back ribs cook to see if I prefer his over mine. Alright, so if there's been one meat I've hated eating that everyone says I should love, it is definitely the white ribs. Found these on sale pretty cheap at Costco. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make them better. I watched a lot of videos. Found one that I seemed to like was the one from Chud's Barbecue. Just looked the best of all of them I watched. It didn't seem like his was overly fatty whenever he got done cooking it, which is what I don't like. I don't like how rich it is, how much fat is inside this piece of meat. So I'm going to try to do it his way, exactly as much as I can with the materials that I have compared to what he used in his video. So let's go ahead and get it started. So most importantly, today I'm going to be drinking a Margarita Gosa from Triton Brewing Company here in Indianapolis. And then we got to get this beautiful piece of meat out of the package here. Whenever you're getting a set of ribs, if you want the Dino ribs, you will have 3 bones in your ribs. The membrane, leave it on. I've always left it on anyway. Got some fat here on the bottom too. Just leave that alone. And normally, what I would do, I would trim down to remove the silver skin. I'm just going to remove a bit of this extra thick fat. Just a bit of it, not much. See how thick that was? That didn't look appetizing. Some thick here too. Alright, I think that looks about good. Yeah. Now I think we look good. Some more of these scraggly bits off. Alright. Alright, I'm done messing with it. So we have our ribs here. And for a binder, Bradley used mustard and hot sauce mix. I'm going to mix it up just a little bit here. Shouldn't make any difference whatsoever. I don't have any Louisiana style hot sauce here. So I just used a 50-50 mix of W sauce and some mustard. So let's go ahead and get this slab lubed up. Sides. And then just copy him as much as I can. I do have the Goldie's brisket rub that he was using. It's very pepper heavy, as you can see there. So go ahead and pop this open and we'll get a nice heavy coat on the bone side, and then we'll swap over and we'll do the same thing to the top. Okay, now we'll go ahead and get some of my mustard W sauce mixture on the top here. All right, then get a nice heavy coating of our brisket rub. And you know, maybe Bradley, you have it right. Maybe I missed the sides. So heavily coat the sides. Okay, there we have it. Our ribs are all prepped up. Let these sit out for about half an hour to get up to room temperature a little bit, and we'll get our grill started, and I'll take you out there for that. All right, we got our pit rocking right around 250. Gonna go ahead and put this right in the middle. Big end of the bones, facing the fire, fat cap up. Have my meter probe in between bone 1 and 2. Gonna let this go for about 250 for about 3 hours, and then I'll crank it up to about 325 to 350. Not gonna spray, do anything with it until I have to crank the temperature up a little bit, and I'll bring you back out for that. So about 3 hours in, we are sitting at 195 internally. Got a nice bark forming here. Don't think I'm going to do anything at this point in time. Go ahead and give it a nice probe to see where we're at. Everything's probing nice and tender. Maybe go a little bit longer before we wrap. About another 30 minutes, I'll bring you back out. Okay, go ahead and get our paper down. I have some beef tallow sitting on top of the firebox over here. Go ahead and get some of that put down on the paper. And take our ribs and put them meat side down onto the beef tallow. And just go ahead and get these wrapped up. And this is purely to soften the bark up a little bit. We're not going to cook these any longer, so after they're wrapped up, go ahead and get these taken inside. Let them rest up a bit. And I'll bring you back for the taste test. At this point, I had an SD card die on me, so I lost a bit of footage. But to say the least, I wasn't a fan of the beef ribs, even cooking them Chud's way. So the next day, I put the meat without the bones in a sous vide machine at about 150 for 5 hours prior to dinner to see if this made it more to my liking. I'll bring you back when it's time to get these taken out. Okay, about an hour before dinner, going to go ahead and shut this guy off. Just going to take this out of the water. It's been sitting in here about 5 hours at 150 degrees. I'm just going to set this on top here. That is nice and tender. So yeah, whenever I cut this open, I'll bring it back. All right, time to go ahead and get this cut in too. From the sous vide. Alright. See the smoke ring I had last night? It wants to be so good. It is just so fatty. It's not the kind of meat for me. I know a lot of you all love what this is, but you can just tell there's just so much fat. I even trimmed fat off this before I put it in the back seal last night. Too rich for me. You guys can keep this. Doesn't matter who cooks it. I've had it from restaurants, from a lot of barbecue joints. It's just never been my thing. I've given it every shot possible. Probably make a pretty good mac and cheese here in a couple days, but feel free to tell me below how I did this wrong. Yeah, if you want to see more videos, like and subscribe. Like I said, comment down below. Tell me what you think I did wrong, how I could have made it better. Hope you guys enjoyed this. See you in the next one. Have a nice day. Be sure to check out this other amazing video.